I am so bummed, you guys. I filmed this whole video and then completely did not notice that my microphone wasn't working. So the entire video is silent. In addition to that, for some really weird reason, if I leave my third monitor, one of my other two monitors on, it won't turn on my camera on OBS. So the entire screen was blank. That makes me so aggravated. And I don't have the energy right now to go back and re-record. Obviously, when or if I do re-record, it will have to be with the disclosure that I've already seen it. But I want to maybe eventually redo it again because of the subject matter. It was about the Zack Snyder's Justice League. So there was some stuff that I was talking about in there that I wanted to put up on the channel, but I don't feel like going back through that again. I'm so aggravated. So I'm going to move on to something new, different. And this is something that was recently put up on Netflix's YouTube channel. And it's just basically, it just says, it's for The Witcher Season 2. It says Season 2 production wrap behind the scenes, which I like behind the scenes stuff. It's not very long. It's only a minute and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and check this one out now.
From the bottom of my heart, I wanted to say thank you.
That is a wrap on Season 2 of The Witcher.
I'm looking forward
to
to
It is hard to
Season 2.
believe it's been over a year since we kicked off this season in typical Witcher fashion, in a freezing cold forest in the middle of the night. Since then, we've shot for 158 days, with at least one unit, sometimes two, sometimes three, all while decked out in face shields and face masks and goggles and slathered in hand sanitizer. We shot in 15 locations with 89 cast members and over 1,200 different crew members, all bringing their craft to life. None of us has ever experienced a television season like this before, I'm sure. We cannot wait to show you what Geralt and Ciri and Yennefer and Jaskier and all of your favorites have been up to since we left them at the Battle of Silent Hill. There are plenty of new characters and storylines, and of course, monsters to explore as well, as we dig into the Blood of Elves and beyond. We are so proud of everything we accomplished in Season 2, and we can't wait for you to watch it.
That was too short. That was just like, I am really looking forward to the trailer for this because I got caught up in this show quite a bit. When it came out in 2019? Late 2019? I got caught up in it because I didn't know much about it. So I went into it pretty much blind as far as the characters went. And that helped me enjoy it probably. Well, I think a lot of people enjoyed it, but maybe folks who knew just all of this detail about it, I'm sure they probably had some issues with it. But for a non-fan or someone who's very ignorant with regard to this whole, world and everything, it was a lot of fun. I did start listening to the first book. What was it called? The Last Wish? I think it was called The Last Wish. Yeah, The Last Wish. I started listening to that not long after this show ended. And I can't remember how far into it, an hour plus, hour and a half or whatever. I got pretty far into the thing. And then my stupid iPod did this dumb thing it does sometimes where when you turn it back on, it goes all the way back to the beginning. And of course, it was an MP4 file. And there were no it was like one big MP3 or it was one big MP4, but there were no chapters. So I had to manually fast forward. That happened at least once. It's possible it happened twice. And so I got so frustrated, I just quit listening to it. Now, if I go back and listen to it, if I start listening to it again, I'm going to go back to the very beginning. I did put the book on my phone, on a different audiobook, program or whatever. So I don't think I'll have the same problem with it, but I'm caught up in other things I'm listening to right now. So I don't know when I'll get around to the book. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to the trailer for this. They have not revealed, obviously, yet when this is coming out, but the speculation from what I understand is that it's going to be sometime later in the year, maybe October-ish. That would be great. I mean, I'd be happy if it was sooner, but that's okay. I just hope that the second season won't be as kind of confusing as the first season was. Well, it took me a little bit to understand, and I think it was also with the help of some people that were watching my videos explaining that this timeline was actually it was not linear. The episodes were not going in a linear fashion. I mean, sort of in a sense, but not really, because there was this jumping back and forth and back and forward in the timeline, and because I didn't know the characters, I thought a lot of this stuff was happening at the same time, and I was really confused because then I started seeing other characters mentioned, but they were different ages, and that was all cleared up. Now I understand. If I went back and rewatched it, which I never ended up doing, but if I went back and rewatched it, I might have more appreciation for those earlier episodes because I wouldn't be confused. I would get what's happening. Anyway, I really enjoyed the first season, and I think Henry Cavill is just excellent as Geralt. So I'm looking forward to seeing him return in this role, and hopefully this next season will be a little bit more linear. I thought that I heard that it was going to be, but that might be not completely accurate. I think it probably will, because now all the characters have arrived together. They're all, the main characters, Geralt and Yennefer, and the young girl, I can't remember what her name is now. But anyway, I think it's going to be less confusing to follow in season 2, and but hopefully we'll get a trailer soon. I don't know, and a firm release date. But anyway, okay, well, that's all I've got for this one. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, you guys. Later.